Not every zeal must end up on the pulpit. No, the guy is prayerful, but he can be a prayerful businessman. He can be a fasting businessman. That is even how it should be. Are we together? She can be a prophetic mother. She does not need to start ministry because she's seeing. No, seeing is not the condition to start a prophetic ministry. God, open your eyes because of the kind of child he's giving you. Use it there. It is not always about pulpit. We must redefine our idea of success and our idea of impact. Don't look down on people who are not on the pulpit as though they are secondary to men of God. That's my point. The person who is behind this camera right now, the worship team playing the keyboard for me, and the man who is preaching, you see that now they may not be operating at the same level, but they are driving themselves together. Don't over respect men of God at the expense of other people. The politician, if he's doing it well, is a witness too. The career person is doing it well, is a witness too. The father who is raising a responsible son is a witness too. If we do that, we will have serious believers, more witnesses, and not everybody will end up on the pulpit. This is where the concept of 7 mountains come in. There are some whose witness should end in the school, academia, should fix the decaying educational system. There are those who are in arts and entertainment. There are those who are in business. There are those who are in ministry, the ministry of priesthood. There are those who are in family. There are those who are in media. I'm praying for you from the depth of my heart. Everywhere God has allotted for you in destiny, in the name that is above all names, from today, may my God move you there. And where you have been at the wrong place with no anointing, suffering, competing under a wrong mindset that you've been given about impact, may God relocate you correctly. If everybody is a preacher, who provides the finances for the ministry? There are men who must be respected as the kingdom financiers. They must be honored. If everybody is a kingdom financier who are busy traveling around the world, who are those who will become the members? Who are those who become the parents taking care of the children? Do you not know that when you are going to battle, ask the military, there is always a formation. There are those who stay behind, but they are military too. There are those who are cooking for the soldiers while they are fighting. Am I right on that? There are those who are employed in the military, but they are chefs. There are those who are imams and pastors, but they are in the military. They are the ones who encourage them. There are the ones who work in the area of intelligence. They come up with the strategy for the attack. There are the generals. There are those who fight. There are those who fight in the air. There are those who fight on land. There are those who use the power of technology. There are those who continue keeping bilateral relationships with allies. All of them together make for the victory. This is how the army is. Not everybody will be on pulpit. Whilst we are here now, there are those interceding for us. There are those sending seeds into the account. There are those who have the influence. When we get to the airport and somebody wants to delay us, there are those who have influence there, who will say, no, these are credible people. On my honor, let them pass. All of these people are needed in this formation. Is someone learning? There are the media people right now. All of us here put together are a minute